has Gene Hackman been found dead, but so has his wife and their dog. One poses the question of what could have happened here, because I think the odds of two people and a dog all dying at the exact same time it's got to be in the absolute multi-millions to one. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel Break the Ice. Welcome to Manchester. No, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. That is sunshine out there. Unbelievable. And that is not the news, although that is newsworthy. What I am bringing you this morning is a bit of a mystery. Legendary movie actor Gene Hackman has been found dead at the age of 95 at his home in Santa Fe in New Mexico. Gene Hackman is best known for films like The Frenchman, Young Frankenstein, and the original Superman franchise, which is my favourite franchise of Superman, the old school one with Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman, of course. Now, what's very, very interesting and mystifying about this is that not only has Gene Hackman been found dead, age 95, but so has his wife, Betsy Arakawa, and their dog. All three of them have been found dead at the home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And the police are saying that they don't believe there's any foul play. So I'm just going to read something from the Mirror, and I'm just going to get into the possibilities in my eyes of what may have happened. Because for two people and a dog to die at the same time, it leads to one of two scenarios, in my opinion. So to confirm the headline, Gene Hackman dead. Legendary actor and wife Betsy Arakawa found dead at home with dog. Santa Fe County Sheriff Adam Mendoza has confirmed that just after midnight, the legendary actor and the classical pianist, 63, so he was 95, she was 63, and their dog have been found dead, but no foul play is suspected in relation to their passing. In an interview given to local media, Sheriff Mendoza said they did not suspect foul play, that's highlighted in purple, and have yet to provide a cause of death or confirm when the couple had died. He said, "All I can say is that we're in the middle of a preliminary death investigation, waiting on approval of a search warrant. I want to assure the community and neighbourhood that there's no immediate danger to anyone." So that's interesting that they're waiting on a search warrant. So obviously they've not gone into the home yet. It must have been the EMTs, the ambulance service, the medical teams that have gone in and retrieved the bodies, one would assume, if the police have yet to get a warrant to go in. So this is an ongoing situation to work out what may have happened. Gene Hackman had a career that spanned more than 6 decades. He was 95, as I've said, where he's won a number of awards, including an Oscar for the Best Actor in 1972 for his role in French Connection. He's also won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Unforgiven. And for myself personally, I know him from the Superman franchise, the original Superman. So one poses the question of what could have happened here, because I think the odds of two people and a dog all dying at the exact same time it's got to be in the absolute multi-millions to one. So, and they're saying no foul play. So for me, that leads to two scenarios, really, that would make sense. I'm going to go with the first one because I think this is probably what's happened. I don't know anything, obviously, but just using critical thinking and common sense, really. It seems to me like this is probably an accident. And what accident would kill a household, basically. You know, everyone that's in there, 2 people and the pet. And that to me would be a gas leak. That's what I'm thinking straight away, a gas leak. Gene Hackman was 95, you know, it's quite possible he could have left the gas on. It's a ripe old age, left the gas on. Now, I was pondering this before, and I was thinking, but wouldn't you smell it? Unless they were, well, let's go back to the time. Okay, so at 1:45, the sheriff deputies were dispatched at 1:45. So this could have happened in the night. So going to the gas. Gas may have been left on the night before, perhaps. And poisoned them, killed them. That's why all 3 have died. That would make sense. In the editing of this, it did dawn on me that it doesn't have to be that somebody has left the gas on. There could just be a gas leak in the house that nobody knew about, just a fault. So that did come to me during the editing of this video. Now, I do know of a story. Somebody that I know, sadly, knows the people involved in this story, and it's about 4 lads that were on a fishing boat a few years ago. And one night they were spending a few days on it, fishing and whatnot. And then one night they docked the boat, and the conditions were really bad, and it was really, really, really cold. And 2 of them decided to leave the boat and go and get different accommodation, different shelter, but 2 of them stayed on the boat. Don't know why they did that, but they did. And what they decided to do was to turn the gas hob on with all the 4 burners going to try and heat up the boat. And they went off while they were asleep. The actual flames went out and they died. I believe it was carbon monoxide poisoning. And they died due to that. So that's what I'm thinking would make most logical sense right now, is maybe someone has put the gas on and forgot that the ring was on. Maybe that's been on all night. And sadly, nobody's woke up. Now, I was thinking about, wouldn't somebody smell the gas? And I found something out, and you may not know this, because I didn't know this until about half an hour ago. But gas from the mains is actually odourless. So gas from the mains that we get, that comes out of our gas rings and our stoves and whatnot, has smell added to it, typically described as a rotten egg odour. And it's done intentionally to alert people to potential gas leak. I never knew this, as natural gas itself is odourless. The added smell comes from a chemical called mercaptan, mercaptan, mercaptan. Which, like I said, I had no idea about that. I just thought that was a natural smell of gas. Let me know in the comments if you knew this, because I didn't know this. But now I do know this. What a great idea it was to add an odour to gas to alert people. Because how many times has the gas been left on in your home and you've smelt it and you're like, shit, the gas is on. And that's because of this added odour. My thinking was, wouldn't they smell it? But who's to say that theirs had this odour added? Who knows? That's just where I'm leaning. Now, the other option, if there's no foul play, the other option, in my eyes, again, this is speculation, and it's just my opinion on it. I do believe gas. I think that's how they've all sadly passed. But another option that is possible is potential. Who knows the circumstances of Gene Hackman and his health? But potential euthanasia, whereby he may have been in so much pain. Don't know his personal circumstances, obviously. May have been in so much pain that asked to be assisted with death. And then Betsy has took her own life in some way. It could be medication, overdose. And then the dog, compassionate death to not leave the dog without its two owners. That is obviously speculation. If there's no foul play, the ruling foul play out, then clearly there's been no sign of a break-in, there's been no sign of foul play, no sign of murder. There must be no wounds or signs of struggle or fight or murder or anything like that. But if Jean has been helped with euthanasia and then she took herself out as well and the dog, you would presume, if that's the case, it would be an overdose, where you may not know that straight away. So obviously this is very early stages in the investigation and they're trying to work out what happened here, and maybe by the end of the day we'll know a lot more. But I woke up today and I heard this news and I was really stunned and shocked at how free two people and a dog can all die at the exact same time and it not be foul play. It's a different one, isn't it? It's very different. I've heard of something like this with a wrestler called Chris Benoit, and him and his wife and his child were all found dead. It turned out that he'd actually murdered them two and took his own life. That was a sinister act. A lot of talk of roid rage and stuff like that. I don't think it's anything at all like that. I mean, Gene Hackman was 95 years old. Very, very, very old, frail man. So an accident is what I believe, truly, in my gut and in my head. What other accidents can there be where where two people and a dog would die? A fire you would know about. What else is there? What is another accidental way of dying where it takes everybody? That isn't fire. Drowning, but they would have been found in the water. That wouldn't really be an accident either, would it? All three of them. So yeah, gas leak is all I can think of. It's the only thing I can think of, and hopefully in a bad scenario, in a bad situation like this, in a tragedy, hopefully that is the case, because the other option is, in my eyes, only the euthanasia theory. He may have been in that much pain and distress, we don't know, that she's helped him. So even if that is true, then it's an act of kindness. Do you know what I mean? But then obviously, if that is true, she would have to take herself, because she would then go down for manslaughter. It might even be worse. Would it be murder? Would it be like second degree murder? Wouldn't be manslaughter, would it? Because you are actively killing somebody. So I think it would be second degree murder. Or first degree. I don't even know. But it would be murder. So she would know she would go down, maybe. Well, you would know, wouldn't you? I'm thinking out loud here, basically. And then the dog as a compassionate kind of murder. But I don't actually believe that. But it is an option. For me, there's two options. There's gas leak and there's euthanasia. And then she took herself and she took a dog. But what a really mysterious situation. So what do you think? Let me know down in the comments what you think has happened here. Do you think it's just as simple as the gas leak? Because I do. And what a tragedy. 95. Obviously a really good run, really good innings, but he may have had more years in him. Might have got to live to 100. And if it is a gas leak, what an absolute shame. It's a real shame. Do you know what? The gas ring was left on in my house the other day, right? And it was on really low, really, really low. And you could hardly see it. Because of my kitchen background, I'm kind of hone in, and it's like conditioned in me to check. And I've got OCD as well, so I always check anyway. But I think there should be an invention out there where after an hour of your gas ring being on, an alarm goes off, something like that. Because a lot of people do forget. And as I said before, this has happened. I've heard of this sad tragedy happening before on the fishing boat. So yeah, legendary movie actor Gene Hackman and his wife and dog have all died at their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico at the same time. And the police have ruled out foul play. And as the day goes on, I'm sure that there'll be some answers as to what happened. But rest in peace to the three of them. What an actor he was. Absolutely brilliant as the antagonist in Superman, playing Lex Luthor. Brilliant. You can't beat the old school Superman. I'm a proper old school superhero guy. I'm a Michael Keaton Batman fan. I'm a James Nicholson. I'm a Jack Nicholson Joker fan. I'm a Christopher Reeve Superman man. And Gene Hackman for Lex Luthor kind of guy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it's an accident? Do you think that it's euthanasia? Have you got is there anything else that you can think of that may have caused two people and a dog to die at the same time? So it's quite a rare one, isn't it? You don't often hear about something like this. He's not acted for 20 years because he'd done what he'd done. He'd made his money, he'd won his Oscars, and he was obviously living quite a nice retirement in Santa Fe in New Mexico, which I believe is quite a nice area. And I know that because of Breaking Bad. Gretchen and Elliot, the rich people who owned Grey Matter, they lived in Santa Fe. A little bit of trivia for you there. So yeah, I think Santa Fe is a nice area. So yeah, to me, this just seems like it's a gas leak, an accident of some sort. If you can think of anything other than a gas leak in the accident sense, please let me know in the comments. Or if you can think of another way that this may have happened that isn't the foul play route, because they've ruled out foul play and isn't euthanasia, then yeah, again, let me know in the comments. Like the video, share the video, leave your comments, leave your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. I'm going to go and enjoy this rare sunshine, which we've got in Manchester. It's actually feeling quite warm as well. Put this jacket on at first because it's a bit cold in this conservatory, but it's starting to warm up now. So I'm having the week with my daughter, so I'm going to go out and go and play a bit of football. She's getting into football, so that's great. I'm going bowling tonight. So I hope it's nice where you are. Everybody, thank you for watching. Have a great day. And as always, peace out.